What is up, ladies and gentlemen? And I want to talk about the negative criticisms that this game's getting. And first and foremost, I really want to put this out there as well. I think a lot of people have this game so wrong. I really, really do. I think the fact that the matter is, everybody is so used to playing Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order because you play as a Jedi fucking Knight, right, dude? You're like having that Jedi mind trick and saying this is not the droid you are looking for. We all like that type of fantasy, okay? Now, I'm going to drop the hammer here because I feel like a lot of people don't probably get this very often, or if at all, is that the reason why I've liked this game so far, other than, like the previous patch that we did get this for this game on PS5 specifically, is because, some frames per second issues, some technical difficulties, along with the visual fidelity a little bit, possibly, and some audio cues and vice versa. I'm going to tell you right here and now, I even had any problems with this because I actually initially did not listen to Ubisoft and start a new game. I actually ended up starting a whole new game in the first place because I actually really wanted to do this. Is because in my first initial playthrough so far, putting 9 hours in, um, it felt like I was doing everything wrong, even though I felt like I was doing something right. And so that's why I wanted to do a second playthrough and really get to know the systems that this game really acquires or how it perceives into a matter of direction. And getting to know the faction systems in this game and how the factions really work in this game as well. And so I really think, like I said, this is the reason why I'm loving this game though too, is because it's like, I've always mentioned this before in my previous videos that this game takes place between the events of Empire and Return of the Jedi. I know a lot of people know this, but I'm going to put this out there one more time. So this is the final straw of me mentioning that because I think that the problem that I'm having is, I would say, I'm not complaining here either. I really think that a lot of people are really bashing this game for the wrong reasons. Despite that there are some reasons that it could be a right reason to a certain degree because of the fact that people don't know what they want anymore. And because, like I said again previously, were expecting of a Jedi game. Okay, and I'm going to say it right here now as well, do not expect this game to be a Jedi game. It's not. Okay, while this game does fall under the pretense of being a Star Wars game, you're playing as a character, but you're not a Jedi. You're playing as a scoundrel, a thief, right? Much like Basim from Assassin's Creed Mirage that we got last year in October. But even then, I'm really digging this type of character. I'm really digging the type of narrative perception or perspective on this game, is because it's not because you're playing type of Han Solo type of character. It's the fact that you're getting a matter of perspective of where this game is going from the periods of Empire and Return of the Jedi. And I think that's where this game really shines. And I really, really do, because that's where I believe when it comes to story continuity, this game really follows 4 and 5 pretty dramatically, or 5 and 6, excuse me. And so it's like, I think that's the reason why this game is so absolutely magnificent, in my personal opinion. I'm sure I'll probably get some negative feedback. And what I will say is that I recently put out a short not too long ago, a couple of days ago actually, and that video actually did pretty well in the algo in terms of the viewership. But I did have some likes. I got four likes on it. I got more dislikes on it more than often than not, because I was kind of expecting that to happen because, like I said again, a lot of people are hating on this game. And I get it. I understand that. And there are games that I've had that type of negativity or toxicity over it as well, but that was many years ago. And so what I'm saying is that I really think when it comes to a game or video games in general, I really think that sometimes, as gamers as we are in this new era of gaming, or where it's going with the industry, doing so many different types of layoffs amongst with Bungie and vice versa. So I don't want to go into that because that's totally not for me to talk about that. So I just want to put that in there because I don't know why, but either or, I don't care. So again, it's the fact that, again, I think the reason why a lot of people are really disingenuous with this game too, as well, not just what I previously stated or mentioned, it's the fact that I think a lot of people are they a lot of fans really want more of a Jedi game, and I understand that because, like I said, playing as a Jedi Knight monk basically was with lightsabers. It's awesome. You want to have that type of force. You want to be able to use that force to its own unique capabilities, and how to really use that into your full potential of being that Jedi Knight. And I think that's what's so great about that type of individuality for that type of reason. And it's to be expected, and it's to be understandable. But again, going back to Star Wars Outlaws, I'm playing 2 hours in at with my second playthrough initially, because my first playthrough, like I said, I did mention that I did have a little bit of problems with the game a little bit, but they weren't too as existential. They weren't game breaking for me. But again, I'm glad I restarted all over again, because I'm actually having a much better experience with this game. And I'm telling you, this game is being way too overlooked from a lot of people, even for gamers or fans. And like I said again, people are, I wouldn't say disingenuous. I think people just really have this game so wrong. I think this game so far, for me and my personal perspective, it's excellent. I like the character building. I like the reputation system. It's everything of what this game, what I want it to be, and what I truly think about this game. Not just because it's a canonical game to that of 5 and 6, Empire and Return of the Jedi. And again, this game is giving us a story of what we did not actually eventually see in the OG film series. And I think that's where, to me, it's important, because we are getting a matter of perspective of a different story in so many different aspects and unique type of way to where this game goes. And I think that's so cool. And I think that is why I would say, after putting 9 hours in my previous play, and then putting over 2 hours, a little bit, or close to 3 hours in my second playthrough in this game, it's far more greater. It's so much better than I anticipated, because I'm finally getting into the systems of this game, the core mechanics of it. While I do agree that the stealth system is not all that great, but again, I really think that, other than for me, I like to look past the flaws of a game and look more on the positive side of things for this game as well. Because what this game really does for me as a Star Wars fan ever since 1979, when I was born, or many years after, is the fact that this game is really scratching that itch, playing that Han Solo type of character in a way. And it's the fact that I really think that this game is going to be one of those games to where it's going to be a very underappreciated game, an underrated gem of a game, because in a way, if you think about it, it kind of is right now. But at the same time, I'm just like, I think that Massive Entertainment did something that I was not quite expecting, because like I said in my past videos, I have played The Division and The Division 2, absolutely loved them. But again, I think Massive Entertainment did an amazing job with this game. I love the aesthetic. I like the concept design of this game. And it's the fact that I never thought I would have so much fun in a Star Wars game like I did when I played Fallen Order Jedi Survivor. And so I think that is where this game, Star Wars Outlaws, is giving me that type of feel of what the OG original film franchise did. And I think that's where this game even more greatly shines, in my personal opinion. And so all I can say is this, ladies and gentlemen, give this game a shot. I really recommend it, even though, like I said, I put 9 hours in my previous playthrough, And in my second playthrough, I put under close to 3 hours, and it's a far more better and greater experience. So anyway, so much further ado, this is Jake from Citizen JB. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Any comments or questions, you know what to do. Put them in the comment section below. And you guys have a good rest of your week. Peace, guys.